Hello and welcome to another video. This will be another Boogie2988 reaction. This one will be called Wrong Side of the Tracks. So let's see what happens in this video.
Alright, so this spot, huge mix of emotions here. Standing here was these old apartments. And these apartments we ended up moving into after we lived in all those other houses. And we moved into it, it was rat infested, roach infested. To the day my mother died, she never got rid of the roaches. They're still in that old house. It was the most miserable experience of my life. But we did it so we could stay in St. Paul. It's what she could afford. She wanted to stay at the same school. So, worked out. But it was me and Dad and Mom stuck in this little 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment, no bigger than my living room at my house now. So, no happy memories there, for sure. But, easy to walk to town, easy to walk to my school, and...
So, even though he didn't put my origin story in the title, this is another one of those videos. Just wanted to give a heads up on that real quick. I like that he's doing these videos, even with the comments of the last video. I agree with a lot of the positive comments, too. So...
It made it real convenient when Santa Train came along.
Santa Train?
Nobody knows what Santa Train is. That's a Southwest Virginia special. But
Do they still do it? Or is
they
it...
do.
Oh.
I'd love to come out for Christmas and do Santa Train, but the companies that ran the coal fields, that ran this railroad, got together and they would bring a train right along this track, and it goes from small town to small town to small town, and they'll have Santa Claus and his helpers on the back of the caboose, and they will throw out things that kids want and things that kids need that have been donated by local businesses. When I was a kid, I haven't looked it up in a while, but when I was a kid, it was mostly candy and art supplies. Kids need crayons, color pencils, regular pencils, notepads, that kind of thing. I don't know what they throw out now. I would like to think it would be phones and iPads if they could, because that's what kids need. But, I mean, there's still kids out there who need crayons and pencils and stuff. And I think every kid would show up for it. It didn't matter if you're rich or poor. But I think it was mostly for the poorer kids. Because you might not get anything for Christmas.
Right.
Growing up here. You might not get the school supplies you needed to go back to school in a couple of weeks. So having those crayons, having those tablets, having those coloring books, having those something, actually means a lot to these kids. Meant a lot to me as a kid, you know. I mean, I always had something under the tree. And generally it was something nice. You know, a Nintendo. I got a Nintendo, I had an Atari, I had this stuff that I wanted, and I had most of the things I needed up until about high school when the poverty really hit us. But you can't beat Santa Train.
No.
The other thing I always think is so fascinating, when I had to do, when we were living here, I had to do earth science rock testing kits. And so they told us you have to go out and get 10, 20 different types of rocks. I don't remember. But I was like, oh, I'm going to get an A in this class. Because look right here at all the different types of rocks that you can get from the railroad. And not only that, but I mean, just these are fresh. Look up in the middle where some of this gravel has
I'm
been
gonna pick
here.
up a random one just to show everybody.
Yeah, some of this stuff has been here
They're
for
beautiful.
dozens of years. Some of this stuff was here when I was here. And then not only that, think about this. The trucks are generally carrying gravel.
Right.
And they are carrying coal, mostly coal. But they are carrying gravel from time to time. As the gravel falls off, you get gravel from all over the world. I got an A. That was the one time I got an A in science class. I remember we moved here not too long after Dad was sick, a couple years. And he had some mobility, but he just didn't really know how to use it, right?
Right.
And it was before he became mostly fully stationary. But I remember him coming out, and my mom was gone like she almost always was at that point. And Dad was like, I want to drink. And I'm like, Dad, you can't tell you if you do, you drink again, they'll kill you. I remember him walking up and down these railroads to that bend up in there. And I followed him the whole way because I didn't want to get hit by a train. Man's deaf. He was out of his mind. He's sick, you know. So I remember following him, just begging him to come back home. And he wouldn't do it. And he went off to this little wooded area here. And in that little wooded area was clearly a place where winos drank. I say winos is probably inappropriate, but whatever. There are some rocks, a little campgroundish kind of thing going on. I mean, homeless people, probably. But there was nobody there, and it was all these empty bottles. All liquor bottles, right? And Dad started going through them. I don't know how the hell you knew about that place. Well,
Yeah.
you ever wonder what my fascination is with smash rooms? I saw that rock, I saw that glass, and I thought, well, I'll start smashing this glass up against these rocks, right? Away from the little camping area. I don't want nobody to get hurt. But
Right.
again, smash, 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 smash. Broke every bottle at that place. Brought my friends to that place, and we smash, 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 smash. Those bottles have been there. I mean, they're probably collector items, you know. But talk about a good way to get your frustrations out. That was my original smash room, and I'm telling you, I'll open that business before it's over with. I'm gonna get a rock. I'm gonna get a rock.
You should. Get a few.
I think that's a dog turd, though. Is that a dog turd or a rock? I'm gonna touch it. Let's find dog turd or rock.
It's shiny.
What
Oh, it's
is
so
that?
pretty.
What the
Looks
hell?
like sea foam or gold.
It really does. I don't know what the hell it is.
It's so weird.
It could be toxic.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, we'll probably have to find a different one.
Yeah, I don't like the way that felt.
Oh.
Oh. Well,
These are so pretty. Marble. A lot of these are like marble.
you seen one of those before? I had a collection of these as a kid.
What are those exactly?
That's a railroad spike.
Oh.
And they come from the things there. Once they've been kicked out, I was told you can have them, basically. Once they've been kicked out of here, they're not good anymore. They're too rusty. They're too old.
Yeah.
But they get kicked out of the woodworks. And, well, if I need a tinnitus shot, or tetanus shot, if I need a tetanus shot to take this home, I'll get one. But this is going with me. That's nice.
No, Snapchat for one, so we should go in this
Giant.
Right? These are so pretty.
That was a lot earlier, though. No grocery shopping today. That's why I'm late on these reactions today.
That's what it's called, man. Huh. That's so nice. Baby, look at that view.
It's gorgeous.
Zoom in on those mountains right there. Could you imagine driving home every day and this is what you saw? Woo.
Wow.
And to take that for granted, what was wrong with me? Good God. Well, I won't take it for granted now.
It's mighty breathtaking.
That's wholesome.
It's very wholesome.
Yes, sir. Damn. I wonder, looking back on it, my mom, who was not a trashy woman necessarily, but not necessarily upper crust of society either, you know, not even really middle class, I wonder why she wanted to instill in us that this is a poverty area and it's a gross area, it's a terrible area, and all kinds of drugs and all kinds of awfulness. You know, it's really not that way at all. There's some, you know, lower income, lower trashy people everywhere. Shit, hell, I'm one of them. You know, you can't escape that. But there's a tremendous number of just wonderful, wholesome, really kind, really great people here. And we've met a bunch of them today, and we're going to keep meeting them.
Yeah.
And I don't... If you're going to raise your children here, why rob them of that very good thing? Wanda Faye, you never did make no sense to me at all. And I get it, I don't make sense to nobody either. So, I can't judge you too much. But that just, out of all the silly things you did, not just let people love it for what it is? A lot of people do.
Alright. I don't know if there's going to be more of these origin story videos, but, yeah, I guess we'll see, though. Oh, hold on.
Austin?
Yeah. Also,
I got a fucking 1,200 dice right now.
right.
1,200.
Nice. Also,
I got 2 of them completed.
right, 3,200 dice isn't that much.
Yeah, fucking my dice are going up like crazy. It's like, what the fuck's going on here?
I know, right?
How many towers you got started?
I only got 2 dice.
I got all 4 of them going.
Nice.
And 2 more completed.
Nice. I got 1 completed. Me and my mom completed.
Oh, yeah.
And one plus to
I went from like 50 dice to 1,200 something. What the fuck?
Right?
So I knew I was getting to 600 from completing that one,
Yeah.
but other things started happening. What the fuck?
I know, right?
Dice started coming like crazy.
Yeah. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah. Alright. I'm fucking tired.
Yeah. But yeah, 3,200 dice isn't that much. Yeah. Alright. Sorry about that. If video kept going, I had to talk to my uncle. And Abigail talk as well. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Stay tuned for the next one.